It's Lowell doing an update. Today is June 8th, and I want to show you the ROI for Crabata. And it still makes money, but if you've joined, it all depends on when you join, and it depends on when the what the prices do in the future. We believe most of the selling pressure is probably over. Of course, there's no guarantees. So you can see this is from my real account. I have multiple MetaMask accounts. This one has 48 teams in it. And so it gets about 36,800 TUS per day, which is about $40 per day. Okay, so just see $40 per day. So these aren't, weird guess numbers. Everything I'm going to show you is absolutely the numbers as of today, June 8th. So, one, looks like most of the selling pressure is gone. This could be a great time to join. Two, this assumes the prices hold, not the crab prices. We know about crabflation, the inflation of crabs, so we'll get into that in a minute, being realistic, but assuming TUS price holds, okay? So you'd put $3,700 into buying crabs and $1,300 into TUS for breeding. You want to start a breeding farm, the money is still in the breeding. So right now it's about $36 per virgin pure surge crab. If you divided that by 1,500, it'd be 42 crabs. It's about $22 per pure prime. If you divided that by 1,200, that'd be 54 crabs. Obviously, you may, if you're doing mining only, you may want to get, craboid prime teams, and you'd have a higher win percentage. But if you saw on the screen I showed you earlier, my win percentage is over 89%. Because a lot of people move to the battle side. And yes, you can make more on the battle side, but I'm showing you how to do this on autopilot. So that'd be 96 crabs in totals. The total, you'd have 1,000 left over right off the bat to start your self-perpetuating breeding farm. Right now, this buys you about 1 million TUS. Price is 0.00097. People hammer the devs, but they did the subnets. The TUS is burning. They did the battle game, so they've done on their end. They're just not marketers or whatnot. But that's why I made this video, because I want to show you there's still really good income. Sure, it's not as much as it was earlier this year. I get that, but for people that join right now, if prices hold, it's great income, as you'll see. You'd want to save about $300 because later you're going to need it to buy TUS for your second breeding cycle. All right. And breeding's really, really easy. When you have two pure crabs together, you always get a pure baby. So you're just clicking the button. So this doesn't take you but just a few minutes each day. All the mining can be done in the auto game on autopilot using my bot. Very important. Other bots will get shut down. They'll get banned. They did an updated terms of service. Mine won't because it mimics human behavior. It's great. This means very little time involved. Very little time involved. So breeding your 96 crabs comes out to 48 couples. And the cost to breed a couple twice is 21,200 TUS. Doesn't cost CRA anymore, just TUS, which helps burn more TUS. So if you did, what did I have here? Hold on, I had my math slightly off. I was doing this quick. I got a lot going on today. 48. By the way, you haven't joined my free Discord, join it. I also posted a great little side tip that you should sell Luna 2. Not financial advice, but if you sell Luna 2, it's a total garbage coin, and it's just a really good one. Okay, 48 times 21,200. Yeah, so it's 1 million. Basically, it's the money that you just had. 1,001,760. Okay, let me get my commas in here just so this can look a little cleaner. All right, and you just got that earlier from using the 1,000. So this is what's covered with the 1,000. 1,000. Okay, you still have 300 left over. You're going to need that. Now you'd have 96 crabs in the mines. Each team is 3. You need 3 crabs in a team, so that's 32 teams. Okay, these will earn you about 3. Well, let me do the math here because here's my math. I just showed you my mine earlier. I had 48 teams, and it was about 36,000. I did it earlier. I'm getting about 750 per team per day equals 3,750 per 5 days. Okay, so if I take 3,750, and you can obviously double check the math, I encourage you to, times 32 teams, that is 120,000. Okay, so you're getting 120,000 TUS every 5 days. But more importantly now, you bred all these twice. So these 48 couples. So now you got 96 eggs. 96 eggs. So in 5 days, they all hatch. That's 48 more couples in 5 days, and that's 32 teams. These 96 eggs become 32 new teams in just 5 days. This means your income doubles. So your income doubles. You're now at not 120,000 TUS per day, but 240,000 TUS per day. Okay. Now, even this is important, and people miss this, and I showed this in a video back in February and told them do the math. It's not complex. Even with the $300 extra in TUS that you buy 5 days into it, you're not going to have enough to breed all 48 couples on day 10. Okay, the next time around on day 10. But you can breed about half of them right away, right off the bat, with that TUS and this 120,000 and the next 120,000. But within only a couple more cycles, not that many, with the higher number of teams, you will be able to do that. You will be able to do that. So I made it very conservative. In fact, this is even more conservative than reality. This is very conservative how many days back I pushed it. These are my real numbers, zero guessing. I'm earning about $40 per day on 48 teams. You saw that. You saw that at the beginning. You can rewind the video if you need to. You saw 48 teams based on this TUS. It's about $40 per day for 48 teams. Autopilot. Okay. So day 5, everything's going back into breeding. 10, same thing. 20, 25, all back into breeding. Not even until day 30. You now have about 96 teams. In reality, you're going to have 96 teams before day 30. I'm just showing you very conservative. 96 teams, that's about $80 per day net. Okay? That's 40 here. For 48 teams, you double 48, 96 teams, about 80 bucks a day net. Nothing to be excited about. But watch what happens. Power compounding, 30 more days. You're now adding 32 teams every 5 days because now you're able to cover this breed cost right here, this 1 million TUS breed cost. Okay? And why can you cover it? Because this number is even higher. All right. And by the way, once in a while, you may have to sell a few crabs. And if you breed this strategically, with my CrabMatch.com, mentorship, and you can breed the higher end surge ones that, sell for 100,000 TUS. And I'm just showing you the very basic passive investor numbers if you joined here in June 8th. So you're adding 32 teams. You're adding 32 teams every 5 days. 32 teams, 32 teams, 32 teams. Day 60, you're going to have about 288 teams. It's $180 per day. Now, $180 per day may not sound exciting, but what was your initial investment? $5,000? Well, 180 times 30 days a month, that's $5,400 per month. So it's $5,400 per month. So you're breaking even. You're already at this point 90 days out. Because in 60 days you built to that point, 30 more days of income. So 90 days, you've already got all your money back plus assets. These are NFTs. They are assets, okay? And $5,400 per month. And I've tried to explain this to many people. You have to keep breeding because there's people like me that keep breeding. There's other whales that keep breeding. And yes, many whales dropped out, but many whales are still in. And so, plus, if the surge and the prime prices stay the same, that's 864 crabs. 288 teams is 864 crabs. I had over 1,000 crabs and axes. So these things do pile up pretty quick within 2-3 months. Times $28 average, that's $24,000 in your pocket. That's not realistic, okay? You're not going to have a $28 average. Note, they won't. Let me repeat it. They won't stay the same. And I've told people this month after month, but for some reason people don't listen. They won't stay the same because of crabflation. Other people are breeding. Okay, other people are breeding. So crabflation is going to make the crabs go lower. But even losing 50% of their value each month, it'll still make it profitable. Even if crabs drop to $14. They can be $14. Another month later, they could even be down to $7, which lets the masses in to join the game. All right, so it's still very profitable because you're making your money here on the auto mining. Okay, this is where you're making the money there. And once again, the battle game pays more money, and getting disciples is not hard to do either. You can hire them off of Upwork all day long or in the other Discord. So I just look at this last part as kind of bonus money if I ever decide to sell all my crabs. And when I sell all my crabs, I go, okay, look, I maybe get a bonus 12 grand, 24 grand, something else, along the way. There were times, and actually after big dips, that it then shot back up. So it's possible at some point, the crabs shoot back up to $100 each. Sure, that's possible. I'm not banking on that. I don't think you should either. But if you want something that may potentially be good, this may be a good time to get in. Of course, obviously, it could go lower. By the end of the month, we now have an internal marketing campaign going. I think starting next week with a real good marketing guru, getting the word out with the YouTube ads. I run for free if someone doesn't click it, so it's very good branding. If they click it, it's very direct response, targeted. And the market isn't a bear market, but this isn't too bad of returns for in a bear market. So that's it. Just wanted to kind of give you an update in case you're thinking about joining. Have a great day.